Hi, we're going to do a quick series starting in a quadruped position. So this will involve a lot of wrist bearing and being on your knees. Before we get moving, because I'm going to try to make this full body, let's take a second in the starting position just to do a check-in of breath and alignment so you know where to tune in once you start moving. When you plant your hands down, spread your fingertips wide so you're taking up a lot of space. This will also help you be able to put some pressure into your hands and take a little pressure off of your wrists. Now you're going to line up your shoulders over the heels of your hands and align your knees right under your hips. Sometimes we'll talk about this position like you're in a table because your back is flat. And of course, that's not totally true because your spine is curvy. But for simplicity, just try to maintain and visualize your head and your ribs and your hips in alignment with each other. Now gently press away from the floor with your knees and your hands. And it'll feel like you're taking your whole torso and pushing it more into the back of your body, like against the inside of your skin. Now, staying like that with all that energy in the limbs, let's take a few breaths. I want you to inhale through your nose and feel the breath expand your rib cage in every direction. Now, exhale right to the floor. Blow the air between your hands and gently compress the deep layers of your abdominal muscles. As you breathe in, feel your ribs get bigger. Try to keep your shoulders dropped out of your ears. And when you exhale, when you're feeling your abs compress, see if you can get just a small lift of your pelvic floor to match the compression here. One more time, breathe in, sending the air deep into your lungs. And then as you exhale, feel all the energy hugging in towards your midline, helping you to blow the air out. Now let's start out with kneeling swim. So we're going to try to maintain stability of your back, hips and shoulders square to the floor. And when you exhale, you're going to slide one leg back and lift it up to hip height as the opposite arm glides forward and up to shoulder height. And then inhale back down, and we're going to alternate. Exhale, glide the opposing limbs away from each other. Inhale back down. When you start your breath, compress your abs so you're aware of the center of you, the core. And just think of it as a general area, not one muscle, and then back down. And what we're trying to do is ground somewhere. Since we've lost two limbs, making the balance a little harder, your grounding is connecting into your center. Okay, so we don't always have the access to the environment, to touching the ground to feel that contact, but I can draw into the middle to give an anchor for the limbs reaching away. One more to each side, on each side. Exhale out, inhale down, and exhale, reach and lower. All right, now we're going to put a little spin on the cat stretch. I want you to round your back into your cat stretch flexion and at the same time tuck one knee in towards your chest. Then you're going to reach out to a straight line with the leg extended like you just did in the last exercise. Then you're going to extend your upper body as you bend that knee. We're going to make a hamstring curl and then go back to the straight line. Now we're going to stay with the same leg. So exhale, you're going to tuck that knee into your chest and flex. Inhale, elongate head to tail. Now exhale, extend the upper spine and bend your knee. Then reach out to that straight line. Tuck your knee under. Reach out straight. Now hamstring curl, extend. Inhale out long. Two more. Exhale, tuck under. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Tuck under, flex. Push away from the floor. Tuck that tail. Reach out to a long line. Now lift your chest and chin to extend during that hamstring curl and then return. Leg down. All right, same thing on the other side. So again, we begin with flexion. Tuck your knee into your chest. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, hamstring curl. Inhale, back to the straight line. Tuck it under, exhale. Inhale, reach away. Now hamstring curl and back out straight. Three more. Spread your shoulder blades apart there. Feel them neutral on your back. Now bring them together and retract them when you extend. And return. Tuck and exhale. Inhale out. And then bend and reach away last time. Exhale, tuck under. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, hamstring curl. And then back to that straight line. All right, we're going to go into a thread the needle, which is nice because now we can shift our weight back off of the wrists. As you shift your weight back, you're going to rotate your upper body, and we're going to pulse for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back to the center. Shift back and twist. You want your sit bones pointing up to the ceiling, so we're staying off our heels, not quite a full shell stretch. And rotate 1. Let that shoulder drop deeper and deeper, back to center, and exhale to twist. Further for 2, and further for 3, back to the center. 1 more each side, and rotate. 2, and 3, back to center. Last time, make sure the head's turning with you. 2, and 3, back to the center. All right, that was your wrist break. Back to work, my friends. All right, we're going to rotate into a half star. When you're twisting, you're going to turn from your hip. We're going to rotate onto your side, and you're going to reach your arm and leg out, and then we're going to come back into the center. And here, we're alternating sides again. Rotate, reach up to the ceiling, and then back down. And exhale to twist and reach. Lower back to the middle. I'm getting like tangled in my clothes. And rotate and up. Except it's weird. Sorry. My clothes are stuck on my butt, but what it was doing was pinching at my shoulders and my neck like it was pulling on the whole shirt. And I felt like I was choking. And then back up. Let's do 4 more. And rotate and lift. And back down. 3 to go. Sneakily, I'm sure you can feel this working lots of places, but it's like really good for your feet, this exercise. Notice how you're balancing with those toes curled under. Such good dynamic foot and ankle stability there. All right. We're going to go from a plank to a crouch. So I'm going to have you scoot your knees back just a teeny bit so you have room. Now you're going to press yourself up into a plank, and it doesn't have to be perfect because you're not going to stay here right now. You're going to shift your weight back into crouch and then forward into plank. And we're just going to keep going back and forth. Now, of course, this is still work in your arms, but when you're shifting back, if you push the heels of your hands forward, this is another wrist break. Shift and forward 3 more times. Do you have one of these mats like I have? It always stretches. Like, I'm getting taller. And then stay in your plank. Okay, shift your weight back and forth from your ankles now. Press into your fingertips if you're starting to get that fatigue in the wrists. Keep pushing yourself away from the floor. Drive those heels down to stretch those calves for 3, and 2, and 1. All right, drop your knees. Sit back to a full shell really quickly. Okay, we're going to turn the shell into a puppy. So you're going to stick your sit bones up, drop your chest down, and we're going to create an extended starting position. Puppy, rolling through a cat, into a swan at the other end. Let's metamorphose this. All right, on your exhale, tuck your tail under. Round your spine through flexion as you shift towards your hands. You're going to squeeze your glutes, push your hips down, lift your chest, and lift your chin. Now drop your chin, round your spine again. So go through that cat. And then stick your sit bones up, start to extend your spine, let your chest drop and your chin lift. And again, exhale, tuck your tail under, round your spine, and shift forward. Push your hips down, lift your heart up, lift your chin up. That sense of lifting keeps you out of too much tension in the back. Drop your chin, round your spine, start to roll back in space. Stick out your sit bones, drop your chest, lift your chin. And let's just make it a little smoother. So we're going to roll. I want you to feel this like a wave undulating through your body. Drop your hips, lift your chest, lift your chin. Drop your chin, roll yourself back, and stick that tailbone up. Initiate with the tail tucking. And I want you to feel it on the way forward. It's really easy to skip it on the way back. Lift your chest. So go chin to chest, round the mid back. Now tuck the tail. Keep exaggerating. Tail between the legs. And then stick your tail out. Drop your chest. One more time. Exhale. Tuck your tail under. Shift your weight forward. Push your hips down. Lift your heart. Lift your chin. And then chin to chest. Roll it on back. And stick out your tailbone. Okay, go ahead and sit all the way back into a real shell again. Bend one elbow in by your side and take an inhale. Reach it across so we make a little side bend. By the way, you're pretty much all done. Bend that elbow in by your side and take an inhale. Reach across the other way. We just have to finish this off. Get you a nice stretch. And other side. So you should feel this mostly in your shoulders and then hopefully into the side of your waist. And we're just going to do one more to each side. Exhale while you're tucking your elbow. Inhale as you're reaching across to enhance that stretch. One more time. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, over. All right, back to the middle. Roll yourself up. Bounce yourself up. You're all done. Have a great day.